the Lonely, Crying, and Oh Pretty Woman, recreated with the humble respect to the sound of the Big O. A frequent sellout, get your tickets now at the box offices, ticketweb.ca, and kmeekcenter.com for The Lonely, a tribute to Roy Orbison.
The following is a paid program on CL 650. CL 650, in association with Tom Lucas Productions, presents Radio Real Estate.
In the middle of our street.
And now, here are your hosts, Sherry Brown and Tom Lucas.
Well, let's check. We're all here. I'm here. Bill, you're here. And guess what? Sherry is back with us.
I'm back.
Last time we talked to you, you were about to be covered in mud.
Yes, I was.
Did you do
covered in mud.
What were you doing again?
I did a mud run called Tough. What was it called? Rugged Maniac out in Cloverdale last weekend, and it was about 5K, 25 obstacles running through mud. And you ask why? Well, there was a little bit of a charity component.
Okay, why?
We raised money for some seniors that are in need for Christmas time. So it was fun. It was tested my physical limitations and endurance, and I paid for it for about a week. So.
And now you've been invited into another one.
I have been, yes. So that's next month in Whistler. Mudderella.
It's even longer?
It's
Mudderella?
It's double the size.
Mudderella? Oh, no. Bill, how come they never ask us to go to these things?
They know us.
They know us?
Yeah, they know us.
Yeah, well,
they've seen us run.
You've been climbing, though. You've been up and down the hills in Greece and San Francisco. You could do that, no problem.
And also the Sea to Sky.
Really?
Up in Whistler.
Wow.
Yeah, we did the Chief.
Okay.
On a gondola.
On the gondola. It's 2 minutes after 10 o'clock. Bill Macklin, the gondola doer, is on the show. He is the president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. You'll be talking to us about the mortgage rate update in just a few minutes, right?
Absolutely.
I saw you on your laptop here before the show. Is that what you're looking up?
Yeah,
interesting.
Just making sure that everything's current.
Okay.
And Bill will also answer your mortgage question of the week.
Later on the show, I'm going to be talking about a disparate number of things.
Really? We're
going to be talking about the deficiency report for strata councils.
Yes.
Because Sherry and I and yourself, Tom, were talking about that before the show started. And then we're going to talk about the election and what the effect that people who get elected actually have on the bureaucracy that actually controls everything.
There's an election coming up?
In October.
I didn't hear about that. Where?
I think it's going to be here in Canada.
Really? Interesting.
Yes.
And our radio real estate home handyman, Finn Jensen, says you may want to hold on to keepsakes from yesteryear.
That's what Bill keeps telling Kathy at home. I got to hang on to that old Canucks jersey from 1964.
I have a Jets jersey.
Oh,
with Bobby Hull.
I think you better be paying close attention when Monica's here.
Monica Dinabriga, president of Mummy Maids, has some tips on how to properly clean. Well, maybe not my chandeliers, but certainly your chandeliers, Tom.
I don't have chandeliers. Don't you have chandeliers?
I have no chandeliers.
I saw chandeliers at your house.
Yeah, no, those are cobwebs.
Oh, okay. So Monica and her crew came over to visit you.
They came over yesterday because they said, you know what, we gave up on Tom.
What?
And they said, we saw how Tom cleans your house, and we decided that we had to come to your place instead.
Well,
and so they were there for, I think they were there for a day. They said, where did Tom get this stuff from?
Well,
does he not know what a mop looks like?
But these are old keepsakes, and I'm supposed to hang on to those.
I know. So they were quite happy to be with us yesterday.
Yeah.
I told them we had a small cat, a little bit less than 100 pounds.
Well, later on in the program, Fern Northcott. I think you know Fern. Don't you work with her in the same office?
I do. I've known Fern for 10 years.
She likes to get away from it every now and then, and she likes to jump in either a mobile home or an airplane and go camping and RVing.
Fearless.
She's over in Europe right now. And she's going to check in with us and talk to us about house prices in Europe. Maybe Bill can get himself a castle or two.
And Bill's mortgage question of the week is coming up. If you have a question for Bill, leave it on our website at radiorealestateshow.ca. Bill will answer your question on next week's show.
Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty looks at the Tri-Cities real estate market for us.
Yeah, Mark Perry, our radio real estate voice of the Valley, has more news from Inglewood Courtyard, and he's going to bring us up to date on another great custom car show taking place in the Fraser Valley this weekend.
And we'll be speaking with Andy Matu of the Powerhouse Agents at Remax Crest Westside. He's going to join us a little later on in the program to talk about real estate here on Vancouver's Lower Mainland.
It's 10:04, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CL 650.
And it's time right now for the weekly mortgage rate update with the president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. He's our resident export merchant.
Export.
You used to export stuff. Didn't you do that for a living once? Close.
Kind of. We
don't want to talk about that.
Export out of the province of Manitoba into the provinces of Saskatchewan.
Is that like BC exporting their water and then we don't have any?
Exactly.
I see. Okay, Bill. So what's going on there with the money matters this morning?
Money is staying constantly cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Low, low, low. And with what's going on in the economy today, as we all heard on yesterday, what happened with the stock markets crashing, or at least going down. Let's not say crashing, but at least dropping as far back as the 2007. That's kind of significant. And we're seeing some things going on with Greece. Greece has signed their deal with the European Common Market, and now the president has resigned, and they're going to have another election to verify whether they should actually get the bailout or not, which causes some concerns. They have some problems in Greece as well with the Syrians leaving Syria because of ISIS, coming through Turkey. So on Lesbos, which is the island just off the coast of Turkey, they have actually had how long ago? That was 93,000 people in the last 18 days have landed on this small island of Greece, causing huge problems.
Bill, you're so political this morning. I don't know if I can handle it.
Oh, wow.
There's things happening out there. So from a business perspective, we have to be very careful about interest rates. I'm thinking that Mr. Pollock is going to drop the rates come September.
Again?
I think he is.
You think the rates are going to go down?
Banks are saying no.
How low can you go?
Well, I'll tell
That's
you
the
what.
question.
Only if you're limboing in the backyard.
They went down in 2007 as low as zero.
You ever seen Bill Macklem limbo? You don't want to see it. No, it's not good.
It's not good.
So, Bill, a very important day today in history in British Columbia, the August the 22nd. Do you know what happened on this day?
No.
I didn't think so. Sherry, do you know what happened on this day?
I do not know.
You know what happened on this day, don't you?
It gives me a great deal of pleasure on behalf of the PNE to present the Beatles.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about ethics.
It's a rocky little record on my jacket to play. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. The next song we're going to do is another oldie for us, and it's called She Loves You. 1, 2. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. If I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true?
There's been 2 kids crushed already. They'll have to cancel the show. The Beatles want to perform for you, but they can't do it. If you don't sit down now, let's sit down. Help me, help me.
That's just about the entire 1964 20-minute concert.
I feel like I was there.
55 seconds that took.
Which I wasn't.
No, I wasn't. Well, I was there, but I don't remember it. I just remember lots of screaming girls. I remember it cost $5 to go. I remember I borrowed the money off my mother. I remember I've never paid her back for that.
Oh, wow.
So compounded, that's going to be a lot of dough I owe the old lady, right?
Oh.
I should apologize, even my mom.
Yes.
I used to call her that. My father would say, excuse me, what are you saying? So, I learned that lesson a long time ago. But yeah, so that's a little history. 51 years ago today.
And
really?
I hear they are going to have a little exhibit on the Beatles.
They are so, yes.
The PNE.
Yes.
So it's a great
the magical history tour.
Yes, go relive if you did go.
We're going there tomorrow.
And if you didn't go, go.
We're going.
It'll be interesting. You taking Kathy?
I think
because I know that Kathy and the granddaughter probably know who the Beatles are. You're different because you're from Winnipeg, and the Beatles went to BC first before they went to Winnipeg.
Yes, John Denver was not in the Beatles.
You're kidding.
I need to let you know that.
He looks so much like that other guy.
He was just about in the Beatles, but alas and alack, he went flying in his own custom airplane, and well, the rest is history.
Fuel.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a big day in rock and roll history. Thank you, Bill. Coming up at the next segment of the program, Bill will answer the mortgage question of the week. We have a dandy this week. Later in the program, we're going to talk to Fern Northcott, who's on location in the UK. She'll be calling in with the property prices for Bill. Monica Dino Briga, who is president of Mummy Maids, will join us to talk about the proper way to clean our chandeliers.
You're listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house, Radio Real Estate, on Smooth and Easy CIL 650.
Hi, it's Mark with EA Renovations Limited. I can turn your outdated house into something you'll be proud to call home. Whether you're looking for a new kitchen, bathroom, addition, or even a new custom home, look no further than EA Renovations. Let us create the home you deserve. Call 604-825-0789 today or visit earenos.com to arrange your free in-home estimate.
When you need it done, you need the Radio Real Estate Moving Team.
What has 4 legs and can't walk? A table. When you need professional movers, Redpath Relocations is your one-stop shop. Across the city or around the world, your belongings are always safe with Redpath Relocations. And we sell packing materials too. I'm Tim Redpath, and I'm proud to say that we're the newest member of Mayflower Van Lines Canada. Visit us at redpathrelocations.com or contact us at 604-945-9910. Redpath Relocations. Always ready, always reliable, and we always leave you with a smile.
Hi, it's Lee from Diverse Electric. We offer a comprehensive and detailed free job estimate for all your residential and commercial service requirements. Outdoor living is here. Barbecues, get-togethers, company parties. Create that atmosphere with Diverse Electric Lighting. We service all of Metro Vancouver to Chilliwack. How well do you know the electricity in your house? If you have aluminum wiring, give us a call and we will make sure it's safe. 778-809-2532 or online at diverseelectricltd.ca.
For more information, go to radiorealestateshow.ca and click on the link.
Hi, this is Monica from Mummy Maids. We're here to help you with all your cleaning needs, including move-in, move-outs, packing and unpacking, organizing, laundry and windows, walls, basic cleaning and custom cleaning. We do it all. You deserve a break and Mummy Maids can help. Let us clean your castle with no hassle. Call 604-533-4959. That's 604-533-4959. Or visit us at mummymaids.com.
I'm Adam Corbin, president of InstaFund, one of BC's most established private mortgage lenders. Many people these days can't rely on the banks for a mortgage. Whether you're self-employed, have credit challenges, or are new to home ownership, sometimes it seems impossible to get the banks to understand you. InstaFund can help. Call me directly at 604-687-2020 or ask your mortgage broker if InstaFund is the answer to your mortgage needs. Visit our website at instafund.com.
Good morning, it's Tom Lucas with Stuart Goodman, the general sales manager at North Vancouver Nissan. Stuart, good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
You've got a Red Line sales event going on?
Nissan's Red Line sales event. We've got huge savings available on all models, cash discounts up to $8,500. Vehicles are just racing off the lot. Come on down and check us out or visit us online at northvancouvernissan.ca. Again, that's northvancouvernissan.ca.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem. In these busy and hectic times with family and business responsibilities, it is difficult to find the time to sit down with your mortgage broker and discuss all your mortgage options. I'm available to meet with you at your place of work, your home, our office, or at a place convenient for you. Please give me a call at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
We get letters. We get stacks and stacks of letters.
Well, I don't know. What do you think? You want to do the weather first, then we'll do the letters?
Yeah, let's do that.
Because you don't have your sweater on yet.
I don't have a sweater. I'll go get my
So I tell you what, you go out the door, get your sweater on, come back, answer the question.
Tight.
Well, I know, but it looks good. And then while you're doing that, excuse me, Sherry and I will do the weather, okay? Okay, but could you sing the jingle before you go out?
I get letters.
No, the weather jingle.
Oh, the weather jingle.
Yeah.
The weather's coming up.
Close it up. It should be mostly sunny today, so the first day of the P&E will open. You'll go down there, you'll have lots of sunshine, which is a good thing. Now, tomorrow and Sunday?
Well, tomorrow you're looking at sunny with a high of 27 and 27 inland. And on Monday you're looking at sunny with a high of 21.
Do I dare do this? I don't know. Right now the temperature is, 22 degrees? 22 degrees. I think it's 22 degrees. I really can't tell.
It should be 22
Maybe if we move it down a little bit lower, we can see what the temperature is here. I was close. It's 18 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show. Should we do this again? Let's do it again.
CIL 650. Letters. We get letters. We get stacks and stacks of letters.
See, now the good thing about this, Bill, is when we edit this, we'll be able to edit all that out, and nobody will know the difference. And while that was happening, you nipped out of the studio, you put your Perry Como sweater on.
And I got a call.
You got a call? You have a question?
Yeah, about the P&E.
Well, about the P&E?
Yeah, they said, like, this is a grand opening today, right?
Yes.
So there's a big splash. You got parades and all that stuff. Is that right?
Well, they used to.
Yeah, and then Sunday, tomorrow, the same thing?
A parade?
You know, but more things going on.
More sunshine, yes.
I think at 11 o'clock it's free entry from 11 to 1, I think it is.
We'll be able to get down there right after the show.
And then on Monday,
What?
Oh, they're going to close it on Monday.
Oh, they're going to close it. Oh, well.
How do you do that?
I don't know how they do that, but we do have a question for you. Thank you for bringing that up. We'll check it out. The sweater looks good. What's our question for Bill?
We do have a question. This week's question comes from Kenneth McMichaels of Victoria. Kenneth would like to know if there's any special mortgage products available for members of the armed forces in Canada, like the VA loans in the States.
That's a very good question. I have to tell you, Kenneth, those are good questions. In Canada, we don't quite have the same kind of a program here. We have the Canadian Defence Community Banking System, and this applies to all members of the defense community. So you'll get some discounted mortgage rates. But if you have a good mortgage broker, you're probably going to get that anyways.
Right.
So that's that.
Right.
It's going to provide members of the defense community with enhanced banking services. So Bank of Montreal is really involved with that. So they'd like to do that kind of thing. But for the most part, other than the fact that they're going to recognize the Military Family Resource Center employees, military personnel in Canada, members of the RCMP and former RCMP, member of the Canadian Corps of Commissioners, all those people, like all these people that are part of the defense mechanism for Canada, or at least in terms of security, they're all not settled, but they also get these benefits from the Bank of Montreal and the Canadian Defence Community Banking System. But there's nothing specific like the VQA. Now, you will get some assistance once you're retired or once you're off deployment. You'll get some assistance that way. But from the banking community in terms of mortgages, there's not a lot available.
Well, it's nice that there is a little bit. And you can always get more information online by visiting billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
It's 10:16 on the Radio Real Estate Show, and Bill's Mortgage Question of the Week is brought to you by InstaFund, the #1 source for private mortgage funds in Metro Vancouver. Online, it's instafund.com. That's instafund.com. 16 after 10, 10:16. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. And now here's Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty. We have her on the line. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning, Tom. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Bill.
How are you liking the second half of summer so far?
It's wonderful. Loving this weather.
I'll bet you are, too. Taking people out looking for houses, that must be a very big chore for you these days.
Well, it makes things easier, that's for sure, than going out in the rain.
So what's going on in the Tri-Cities?
It's been another great week in the Tri-Cities. Our listing inventory is still lower than usual, so if you're thinking about selling, now is a great time. We have many buyers that want to be into a new home before school starts, so they can close quickly for you. Today I'm featuring a spectacular oceanfront property with a private dock. It is the only home for sale right now in Belcarra that offers a private dock. This home is currently under renovation and will be finished to the highest standards. Contact me for more details on this special property. Today from 9 to 5, Port Moody is hosting their first annual community garage sale at Pleasantside Elementary School. Come check out a ton of great stuff. This is Andrea Jock for Radio Real Estate.
In the Tri-Cities, call Andrea Jacques at 604-783-3124 or visit pinnaclegrouprem.com.
Give Andrea a call. She'll come over and take care of you. It's 17 minutes after 10 o'clock. You're just making an interesting point off air, Bill. You saw the P&E opens today and then they're closed in a few days. Go figure.
Well, I don't understand that. If you start a business, and I just watched on the news the president and CEO of the P&E, and yet you close this third day in.
So when you opened your mortgage company, did you open on a Monday, then shut down on Thursday for?
That's what I understand. Oh. I don't know any of the Stampede doesn't do that in Calgary.
No.
The CNE in Toronto, they don't do that.
Maybe there's a reason.
Well, I would hazard a guess, but I'm not going to.
Welcome to BC. 18 after 10 o'clock. Coming up, we'll be cleaning up and chatting about ways to clean Bill Macklem's chandelier. Monica Dina-Obriga, president of Mummy Maids, will be here.
This is Sherry Brown with mortgage expert Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgage, producer Greg Bullock, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate, Vancouver's original on-air open house on smooth and easy CL 650.
If you've recently purchased or you're thinking of purchasing a house that is in dire need of some upgrades, then look no further. Hi, it's Mark from EA Renovations Limited. Fully licensed and insured, we'll turn your new house into a home you will be proud of. We do what it takes to ensure you're completely satisfied and make your renovation as painless as possible along the way. Call 604-825-0789 today or visit earenos.com to arrange your free in-home estimate.
Hello, it's Tom Lucas from the Radio Real Estate Show, and time now to talk to our favorite service manager from North Vancouver Nissan. Here's Mike Farkas. Hello there, Mike.
Good morning, Tom. What's going on?
I've got to take my Maxima in for servicing. Oh, you're the guy I should be talking to.
We're going to be doing a multi-point inspection for all our Nissan owners, getting them ready for carrying those little kidlets back and forth to school at no charge. We do it just as a service.
I like that, no charge. How do we find you on the web?
NorthVanNissan.com.
Fantastic. You have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you at the P&E, and I'll talk to you next week.
Have fun.
I'm Adam Corbin, president of InstaFund. For over 30 years, mortgage brokers have relied on InstaFund for fast service for their clients. These days, mortgage brokers are working extra hard. With tighter lending restrictions, many of their clients can no longer rely on the banks for financing. Mortgage brokers call on InstaFund to help their clients when the banks say no. Put our experience to work for you. Call 604-687-2020 to see if InstaFund is the answer to your client's mortgage needs. Visit our website at instafund.com.
When you need it done, you need the Radio Real Estate Moving Team.
Hi, Ryan from Diverse Electric, offering top quality work at competitive rates. Together, we at Diverse Electric have 15 years of business and project management experience. Call us at 778-809-2532 or through our website at diverseelectricltd.ca. When you're looking for an electrical contractor who can handle any size residential or commercial project, call Diverse Electric 778-809-2532 or through our website at diverseelectricltd.ca.
How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice. Actually, the average polar bear weighs 1,100 pounds. Here at Redpath Relocations, we're that good. With more than 30 years experience estimating, we can ensure everything is accurately accounted for and you have the best price with no hidden costs. Check us out at redpathrelocations.com or give us a call at 604-945-9910. Redpath Relocations. Always ready, always reliable.
For more information, go to radiorealestateshow.ca and click on the link.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Over the past 25 years, I have found most home purchasers do not use a mortgage broker. We are a no-charge professional who have assisted over 5,000 home buyers finance their home. The exciting part is these same home buyers come back to us for refinancing, buying their next property, or lowering their current payments. Call us at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
CI 650. England swings like a pendulum do. Bobby's own bicycles 2x2. Westminster Abbey, the Tower of Big Ben. The rosy red cheeks of the little children.
The rosy red cheeks of the little children.
I've always liked John Denver.
Close. John Denver. England swings like a pendulum do. That's Roger Miller, but close to John Denver. They probably knew each other.
Brothers. I know brothers.
I think they did. So it's 22 after 10 o'clock, and as you can tell, the music set the scene because we're going to the UK right now.
Really?
Yeah, and we have Fern Northcott. She's standing by. I think she's standing by. She just had dinners. How was the bangers and mash anyway?
That's what we had for lunch, and it was absolutely awesome. But I've been looking at real estate over here.
Well, you are on special assignment, Fern. What have you found for us?
Well, in Bexhill in southern England, I have found an older style rancher, which they call a bungalow. It has 3 bedrooms, en suite. Looks like it'd be about 1,400 square feet. And do you want to know the price?
I'm standing by. I'm going to hang on tight. Go ahead.
In pounds, it's $524,950. Canadian dollars is $1.1 million.
Oh, I was afraid you were going to say that.
And if we had this, Bexhill is comparable to White Rock, so this in White Rock would probably be around $800,000.
Now, I know there are lots of castles in England, and Bill Macklem is thinking about retiring in 15 or 20 years. Do you have a castle for Bill?
I certainly have a castle for Bill, and, if he's looking from 15 years to retire, I think it's still going to be there because it was built in 1385.
Chances are it'll still be here. We don't know about Bill, but the castle will still be here. That's for darn sure.
Well, that's a true story. And the name is Bodiam Castle, built in that time, and when I was a little girl of 8, I was over here on holidays with my mum, and my mum brought me down to Bodiam Castle, and I used to play in the grounds, believe it or not, and I wasn't even a princess then.
Well, you're a princess now, let me tell you for sure. Where are you going to talk to us from next week?
I'm going to be talking from Germany next week.
Oh,
and,
sehr
I'll
gut,
be out at the castle then, too, so checking real estate and checking castles.
Well, Fern, as we say, make sure you close the drawbridge after using and stay out of the moat, okay?
I'll do my best, or learn to swim real quick.
You have a good vacation. We'll talk to you next weekend from Germany.
You betcha. Thank you, Tom.
Well, you're so welcome. What have you got there, Bill? You got the castle up in the screen?
Bodiam Castle.
Wow.
It's in the county of Bodiam.
No kidding. I couldn't even spell Bodiam.
It's a 14th century moated castle.
It's not Imodium. It's
not
Bodiam.
Imodium. That's you get that at the drugstore, right?
You get that for any trips to Mexico.
And what are we going to do for Germany next week? Zero good? Yeah,
it's very exciting.
Yeah. The
This
fatherland.
was built by a former knight.
The
former knight of Edward III.
Sir
Edward
Bodiam.
Dalnigrigi.
Okay. So before the show, it's 24 after 10 o'clock, and thank you to Fern for doing that. We'll check in with her again next week from Germany. Now, before the show, Sherry, you were talking about a situation that arose with your, I like to call them student council, but it's your Strata organization, your student council. You were talking about the depreciation report, and you have a very interesting story.
Yeah, we had a heated Strata meeting, and it's interesting because there's a lot of misconceptions about the depreciation report. People, I find, are really just worried about the costs. They don't want to pay for it because, once you pay for it, you got to do it every 3 years, which that's the law. But unfortunately out there, I'm not saying our strata, but some stratas out there are burying their heads in the sand. And they're trying to avoid the cost as much as they can and for as long as they can. And they seem to think they can just keep voting it down and never have to really do it, maybe, 5 years from now when they're made to. So, Bill, we've had many conversations about this. What do you think? What's your opinion on this depreciation
You'll
report?
actually have 2 years to defer the deficiency report, and then it's going to be mandated. So there's going to come a time in the very near future where the banks and credit unions will no longer finance properties that have no deficiency report. There's a real problem with strata councils, either self-managed or properly managed. Self-managed projects right now are having a difficult time getting financing. There are banks that will not finance them today. So if you're self-managed, you're in trouble. And if you do not do your deficiency report, you're also going to be in trouble. And these were mandated by the province of BC back in 2011, and you're allowed a 2-year period to get them going. I know that my mom was in a strata council, and they actually had to go to a special forum. I believe they actually went to court to get it mandated because they have to do it. You have to require this. I mean, you don't have a choice. If you bought a house, you wouldn't let it depreciate. So the fact that your roof is leaking and the sidewalks are cracked, the deficiency report for a strata council is the same kind of project. You're doing an overall 30-year analysis of what all is going to be cost in terms of getting your property maintained properly, whether that's a boiler, whether that's an elevator, whether that's your reception area, whether that's your underground parking, whether it's your balconies, whether it's your roof. They have to have all those things. And the other aspect of a deficiency report that most of us never realize is that when you have a strata council, they actually have to declare at their annual meetings how much of the money that they're collecting from strata that has to go to for these different projects they have to get underway. If you just have a contingency fund, the contingency fund is then the money that's put into an account. But if you had something go wrong with your balconies, you actually either have to have another forum to get that money, either increase the strata fees or have a what do you call that again? I'm lost my words here. Fee for
assessment.
Assessment. Sorry, thanks. An assessment at this particular time to pay for it, whether it's over a 1-year period, over a 3-year period. They have to have that. So this is a very important part of strata, and you can't avoid it.
Now, if you have a question for Bill or for Sherry about strata or about real estate, our telephone number is 604-280-0650, 604-280-0650. If you're calling from out of town, like the Fraser Valley, what have you, 1-877-280-0650 is a toll-free call, 1-877-280-0650. In town, 604-280-0650. It's Tom Lucas with Sherry Brown and Bill Macklem. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. Greg is our producer this morning. We're talking about those deficiency reports, and forget it. I mean, they have to do it. It's the law, right?
It's a law. It has to be done.
It's a law, and to vote it down, it's a 3/4 vote, not a majority
exactly.
vote.
And what do they think they're gaining by trying to vote this thing down?
They're just, like I say, I think a lot of people are they're worried about money, they're worried about costs, they want to avoid it at all possible. A lot of people don't like the idea of a depreciation report. They don't think it brings any value. So it's a tough sell on a lot of people who are strapped for cash already.
So it's kind of like the no watering regulations. You've got to go along with them whether you like it or not, right?
Exactly.
Or it's like insurance on your car. You have to have insurance on your car. You just can't get around it.
Whether you have an accident or not, you need to have insurance.
Exactly. Well, like you and I were talking earlier, it can actually have an effect on the value of the property if you're going to sell it.
Yes.
I mean, if you haven't got a deficiency report, if there are some problems with the building because you haven't done your report and done your maintenance, that property now then either becomes unsaleable or saleable at a lower rate. And so the people that own the property actually get penalized because now they're going to get less money on the sale of their property. Or in the case of anything that's a high ratio like CMHC or Genworth, if they don't have a deficiency report, it's likely that they're not going to insure it because they will say, no, it's not being maintained to the level that we need to be maintained at.
That's right. So if you get a first-time buyer and they have to have a high ratio with CMHC or Genworth, they can't get the financing.
Exactly.
All right, it's 10:30, 30 minutes after 10, 10:30. Anyway you look at it, it's all the same thing here on the West Coast. Let's talk about foreign ownership. I saw an interesting report by a young realtor, and he was talking about foreign ownership, and he said only, was it 70% or 30%? Yeah. 70% of homes over $3 million are being purchased by people from other lands. Only 70% of homes over $3 million. I haven't bought a home over $3 million in quite some time, have you?
No, I'm still saving up for it.
Oh, yeah, good. And I don't think Greg has. He's saving up for it, too. And Sherry, you probably sold a few of those in your life.
I've sold one or two, but no, I haven't purchased one in the last few years.
So what do you think about taxing people that own property and they live offshore? Do you think you should tax them a little more? Maybe not. Maybe so. What do you think?
It's difficult to say. You know, if you're living in the property and you're buying for more than $3 million, then that's one thing. But if you're not living in the property, then there should be a certain amount of either a municipal tax to make sure, because there are certain responsibilities now. If you're not there, the property's empty, you need more policing, you need to be more aware with fire, you have a bunch of other costs involved. So the municipal taxes maybe should be different for those types of properties than regular properties that are occupied by tenants.
And at the end of the day, if you're buying a home for over $1 million or over $3 million and you're not living here and you're able to travel the world, you're not hurting for cash.
Now, that's a good point.
You could pay a little bit more tax than the rest of us. That's my opinion.
You mean you're not being a mortgage broker or a realtor for a living? Or a big radio producer?
That's right.
Wow, that's interesting.
Well, I'm just kind of doing a little bit of research here. As we're just
what are you trying to do?
Here.
What are you doing there?
I'm just trying to see whether there's any homes over the $3 million mark, because they're talking about, as you said, 70% of Vancouver homes over $3 million are sold to Chinese buyers. That was a report back in August in this year, 2015. But I'm just seeing what else is going on that I could kind of give people some ideas what's going on. Nothing's coming up here, so I'm a little bit slow. Sorry.
Well, here's something else along the same lines that kind of ticks me off just a little bit. We're kind of joining Bill in his rant this morning. But if you go into a bank these days, or if you listen to the commercials on television or on the radio or in the newspaper, you see them in the newspaper, they say if you're a newcomer to this land, they're going to bend over backwards and do everything they can to help you get an account in their bank, right?
Yes.
You've seen that. I've had an account in that bank since I've been 5 years old. They're doing nothing to help me. Not even a free lousy umbrella.
No, I know.
I wait in line. I walk up to the teller. She puts I'm going to lunch. I said, you're kidding. She says, no, I'm not. I said, oh, what? So there you are. So they're doing nothing to get my business.
Well, I mean, you know, what we forget that banks are not there to help us. Banks are there to make a profit. And we're going to get the reports next week from all the banks on how much profit they've actually made. Now, they've had some drops. I think I heard 3% and 5% for some of the banks, as much as 17% for other banks. But it doesn't matter that there's a drop. Look at the actual number. You know, it's billions of dollars, and we're all paying for that. So when you're going to the bank, you're now getting a different kind of representation at the bank. In the old days, when you talked to a teller or a loans officer or a bank manager, they had some power. They could actually make some decisions. The banks are saving money. So by saving money, they're now having part-time people, so they don't have to pay superannuation and all the support costs. And so now you're getting someone on the job 2 or 3 days a week, not a full 5 days, so they don't have to pay all those extra costs. So you're not getting that same kind of service that you used to get back in the 70s. And in today's world, you have to look at banking differently.
You know, you talk about service of the 70s. I go up to the teller right now and I say, I'd like to pay a bill. with cash. Well, number one, that just throws a monkey wrench into the system right now. Cash? What the hell is cash?
You have to go to a different line.
Yes, I do. No, that's when you pay your bill at City Hall. But in the bank, however, you get up there and you want to pay with cash, and then the teller says to you, well, did you know that you could pay this online? I said, yes, I know it. We can pay it online, but I prefer to pay it in cash because if I give my $2,000 to Bob and I get home and I don't see that there's been $2,000 put in my account, and I go back and I see Bob, and the next week he's got a new suit and a new pair of shoes. Well, Bob and I should maybe have a talk.
Exactly.
See, there's a trail I can follow.
What was the same as putting cash into the ATMs?
Oh yeah, right.
No. I mean, I hear people do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's great you put the money in the account, and that's great that you do that. But you know what? Just from a safety perspective, why would you use cash? I'm hearing that cash in Canada is going to be a disappearing commodity.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
We're going to be using more of our phones. We're going to use our data on the phones because we're so ahead of the curve. If you look at us compared to Ontario, we're way ahead of the curve. If you look at Canadians versus America, we're way ahead of the curve.
You ever tried to rent a car with cash?
It's very difficult.
Oh, try to rent a hotel room.
Hotel room. I was just going to say.
Well, people have seen the hotel rooms after YouTube get finished with them, let me tell you. In the next segment of the program, we'll be joined by Mark Perry, who is our radio real estate voice of the Valley. Mark is calling in, bringing us up to date on Inglewood Courtyard in Chilliwack. And he's also going to be speaking to us about another great classic car show, which is taking place this weekend in the Fraser Valley.
And speaking about having no cash, 50 Cent is on my celebrity real estate gossip, and Donald Trump.
You imagine, aren't you lucky he had 50 cents in his pocket? Because if he only had 25 cents, then he'd be quarter instead of 50 cents.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, it's Tom Lucas. Our co-host is Sherry Brown. Bill Macklem is here, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Our producer is Greg Ballack. And you're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650.
Home prices are out of control in Vancouver. Hi, it's Mark with EA Renovations Limited. Let us turn your basement or laneway into a beautiful new mortgage helper. Fully licensed and insured, we do what it takes to ensure you're completely satisfied. And we make your renovation as painless as possible along the way. Call 604-825-0789 today or visit earenos.com to arrange your free in-home estimate.
Hello, it's Tom Lucas from the Radio Real Estate Show, and time now to talk to our favorite service manager from North Vancouver Nissan. Here's Mike Farkas. Hello there, Mike.
Good morning, Tom. What's going on?
I've got to take my Maxima in for servicing. Oh, you're the guy I should be talking to.
We're going to be doing a multi-point inspection for all our Nissan owners, getting them ready for carrying those little kidlets back and forth to school at no charge. We do it just as a service.
I like that, no charge. How do we find you on the web?
northboundnissan.com.
Fantastic. You have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you at the P&E, and I'll talk to you next week.
Have fun.
I'm Adam Corbin, president of InstaFund. Our family has been in the mortgage business for 4 generations, and InstaFund offers some of the lowest second mortgage rates in BC. Do you have a high-interest second mortgage on your property? It's time to ask your mortgage broker to help you reduce your monthly payments and increase your cash flow. Ask your mortgage broker if InstaFund is the answer to your mortgage needs, or call me, Adam Corbin, at 604-687-2020. Visit our website at instafund.com.
When you need it done, you need the Radio Real Estate Moving Team.
What has 4 legs and can't walk? A table. When you need professional movers, Redpath Relocations is your one-stop shop. Across the city or around the world, your belongings are always safe with Redpath Relocations. And we sell packing materials too. I'm Tim Redpath, and I'm proud to say that we're the newest member of Mayflower Van Lines Canada. Visit us at redpathrelocations.com or contact us at 604-945-9910. Redpath Relocations. Always ready, always reliable, and we always leave you with a smile.
Hi, it's Lee from Diverse Electric. We offer a comprehensive and detailed free job estimate for all your residential and commercial service requirements. Outdoor living is here. Barbecues, get-togethers, company parties. Create that atmosphere with Diverse Electric Lighting. We service all of Metro Vancouver to Chilliwack. How well do you know the electricity in your house? If you have aluminum wiring, give us a call and we will make sure it's safe. 778-809-2532 or online at diverseelectricltd.ca.
For more information, go to radiorealestateshow.ca and click on the link.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. As a successful broker-owner, I have developed a team of mortgage professionals that support me and my clients. If you're confused with all the mortgage chatter of do's and don'ts, my mortgage team is ready to answer your questions to determine the best mortgage for you. Call 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
Vancouver weather.
Hey, you guys want to go on the roller coaster with the PD today?
Absolutely.
Want to sit in the front seat?
Absolutely.
Not.
No?
No. Want to sit in the back seat? That's even more fun because you get whipped around those corners. I digress. It'll be a sunny day if you're heading out to the fair today.
You can come with us.
Oh, I will. Right now it is, it's getting warmer. It is 18 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
And
CI 650. Oh, when the needle wears off of your crystal chandelier.
There's a song for everything. That's the Crystal Chandelier.
Oh.
Charlie Pride, the Country Soul Brother.
Really?
You didn't know they had Country Soul Brothers, did you?
No.
That's the Crystal Chandelier. Do you have crystal chandeliers in your place?
No.
You're going to buy some after this, though, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Because you're going to want to go out and clean them, right?
Well, Monica knows how to clean them.
Monica do know how to clean them, and she's here to tell us all about cleaning our crystal chandeliers. Monica, what do you have for us this morning?
Good morning, Tom. Cleaning chandeliers can be a time-consuming job, but it doesn't have to be. First, you have to do the prep work so that you don't ruin something in the process. Put a drop cloth or a towel under the chandelier, either on the floor, the table, or on your countertop. You can use an ammonia product like Windex, or in a spray bottle you can mix a solution of 1 part vinegar and 1 part warm water with a few drops of dish soap. Make sure your light sockets are off and not hot. Cover the light sockets with plastic baggies and secure them underneath the socket with twist ties or rubber bands. This way no cleaner will get into the sockets and cause any electrical problems. Spray down the entire chandelier with your window cleaner. Don't be afraid of having it dripping wet, as this will help slide the dirt off onto the towel. Allow the chandelier to drip dry and use a soft cloth. Wipe each crystal if they are very dirty. Remove the plastic baggies from the light bulbs and wipe them clean with the solution. Wipe all other metal areas dry. For faster drying, you can use your hairdryer on a high heat setting with not too much airflow, as this will blow off the crystals. Your chandeliers can be cleaned ideally every 6 months or every 12 months for sure. After all, there isn't anything more beautiful than a sparkling, clean crystal chandelier, and you can have it with this quick and easy chandelier cleaning tip. This is Monica Dinaberga for Radio Real Estate.
let Mommy Maids clean your castle with no hassle. Call Monica at 604-533-4959 or visit mommymaids.com. That's mommymaids.com.
It's 10:41 on the Radio Real Estate Show. Just a second ago, we were talking a little bit about foreign ownership, and you found something very interesting online.
Yeah, I found out that the Chinese envoy here in Vancouver says lack of oversight is behind the Vancouver's house price crisis. He says that the city's skyrocketing house prices and affordability crisis are due to a lack of regulation in the booming real estate market. He says that the city's increasingly costs real estate, but that real blame lies with officials who monitor buyers, sellers, and real estate developers. People are blaming the buyer. It's the wrong direction. I mean, the regulations are here, but nobody's playing the role. A number of possible measures Vancouver could take to make housing more affordable, including the introduction of quotas to increase the number of affordable housing units within the new buildings, greater oversight of real estate developers in the city, and a tax or fee for overseas developers. I mean, there's a lot of things they can do, but what they're saying is that we as a community, and I'm talking about the whole Lower Mainland, have not made a decision to supply more individual housing. The amount of individual housing today is no different than it was 20 years ago. And so we've got to make some decisions. And apparently our governments have decided that we all want to live in high-rises and in condos. I mean, they haven't considered the fact that people still want to live in homes. And that's why Maple Ridge and Coquitlam and Mission and Chilliwack are being successful in their housing developments because they're building actual homes that people want.
Well, maybe because in the Lower Mainland there's no more land available. You've got to go up.
I've heard that time.
Have you heard that before?
Yeah.
You're not buying that?
I'm not buying that stuff. I'm sorry. You want to talk about development? You got time today?
I have an idea. Let's go to your place because you have a fairly big lot. Let's tear your house down and put 16 houses on there.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that idea.
My next door neighbor my next door neighbor's already told me that we have permission for him and I to develop our 2 lots into 3 if we wanted to.
You can start building a high-rise there?
Yeah, we could. What would be the point of that? I mean, this is ridiculous.
I guess so. Well, Mark Perry, who is not a ridiculous guy, who knows all about the Fraser Valley, he knows all about Chilliwack, is standing by. We have him on the phone line right now. Mark is the Radio Real Estate voice of the Valley. Long-distance call. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Sherry.
You're up bright and early this morning. You're in your car. You're out working. What are you doing, man?
I'm putting up open house signs for Englewood Courtyard. We're getting them out, getting the balloons up, and it's going to be a great day today. Beautiful day.
I understand people are coming by now to look at Phase 2, right?
Yeah, you know what? Phase 2, we've got the sales happening now. I think we've got 4, possible 5. So 4 that we've got confirmed. All the engineering teams and everybody is being picked, so I'm very excited about that. We'll be able to put out a press release as to who are consultants that are working alongside of us for the Phase 2.
Now, everybody knows about the quality at Englewood Courtyard. Tell us about the quality they're going to find in Phase 2, the Platinum quality.
The building is called Platinum 2, and we're going to continue on our excellent upgrades and quality granite counters, quartz counters. We've got fantastic finishing throughout our building, and that's really shows the quality that we've got.
Now, this is a complex. I always want to say seniors, Mark, but seniors is not really the word we're looking for. We're looking for young seniors, right?
Yeah, you bet. We're 45 and over, so we're a kid-free environment. Nobody under 19, and we're really looking for people that are, retiring, want to be retirees, looking for lock and go, and ease of life. That's for sure.
So the only thing we really need to put up with it is seniors playing basketball in the street.
That's right, exactly.
What a better place to do it. So we're going down the highway. Tell us how to get to Englewood Courtyard.
So you know what? We've just had a great big new banner put up at our semi-truck sign, which is on number 3 Road. So look for the new banner that says Englewood and follow in the arrows all the way to Keith Wilson Road. And then follow Keith Wilson Road to the very end, and we're the adult community right at the very end of Keith Wilson Road.
Drop by, say hi to Tracy. Drop by, say hi to Mark. Now, after you go to Englewood Courtyard, you check out all the wonderful environment that they have for you out there. There might be something else going on out in the valley this weekend, right, Mark?
You bet, Tom. You know what? On the way home, we want our listeners to go and stop in at downtown Abbotsford because they're having their 10th annual classic car show, and that's always an exciting time, and there's some incredible views to go and see as far as cars.
Well, I tell you what, if you wait for me over by the Bugatti, I'll come over and see you a little later on. I'll bring you something to drink, like a coffee or something.
That would be good stuff. I'd love to see you, Tom.
You enjoy your weekend, and we'll chat again next week, Mark.
You bet. This is Mark Perry, the voice of the Valley on the Radio Real Estate Show.
Call Mark at Englewood Courtyard in Chilliwack at 778-240-8513. That's 778-240-8513. Or go to englewoodcourtyard.ca for more information.
It's 10:45 on the Radio Real Estate Show. I should thank Gina for coming in for the past few weeks while Sherry's been running in the mud.
Yes.
Yeah, you did a great job running in the mud, and Sherry did a great job slinging the mud, too.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yes.
10:46 now's the time, and she returns. It's time once again for Sherry's Celebrity Real Estate Gossip.
Thank you. Yes, so 50 Cent, who filed for bankruptcy last month, is struggling to lease his Connecticut estate valued at nearly $8.3 million. The rapper purchased it in 2003, and he's making every effort to sublet the mansion, which features 21 bedrooms, 9 kitchens, and a casino. However, he hasn't had much luck. There's no word how much 50 is asking, but apparently he's paying $72,000 a month just for maintenance on the mega mansion. Yes, so you can rent his home if you want. And Donald Trump's presidential aspirations are still an unfolding drama, but his development and real estate legacies are already stuffed of legend. His former 6-acre property on Long Island Sound has been listed for $54 million. The estate served Trump back in the 80s when he and Ivana decamped their children there. After they divorced in 1991, Ivana took the house, as well as everything else, I think. The new owners subletted it, kind of made some adjustments, added a 4,000 square foot addition, and it's a total of 19,000 square feet of living space, which has 8 bedrooms and 11 and a half bathrooms.
Maybe some offshore buyers might want to get that.
Maybe. It is over $3 million. It's $54 million. So you can own a little piece of the Donald.
We could parachute somebody into there, and they could own it from over there, and yeah, that'd be kind of interesting.
And that's your celebrity real estate gossip today.
And if you want to get more gossip online, you know what to do. Bill, go to our website, right? RadioRealEstateShow.ca. On the homepage there, Sherry has an icon.
Just click on it.
Just click on it. It says Celebrity Real Estate Gossip.
It's kind of like a no-brainer.
It's kind of like a no-brainer. You're absolutely right. This is the Radio Real Estate Show, and I want to say coming up in just a few
No,
minutes.
in my segment, coming up on the
segment?
show.
Oh, do
In
you want to say
my segment, we're going to talk about bureaucracy.
We're not.
Yeah,
well,
we're
we
going to
can't because there's too much paperwork involved.
Oh, I know. Well, you have to sign a couple of documents.
Okay, I'll
because
sign.
I need to have what they call one of those kind of forms you got to sign. You can't. It's the non-disclosure that was it.
In triplicate.
In triplicate. Copies for all the people in the station.
Okay, we're also going to discuss Lower Mainland real estate, right? With the
Yes.
Powerhouse team?
I think so.
Yeah, I think Andy Matt, too, of the Powerhouse Real Estate Agents will be on the show with us. And Sherry, what else is coming up?
We will be doing lots here.
Well, I know that you were going to talk about the special doggy get-together coming up tomorrow. Yeah, okay, so we'll do that in the next segment.
We will. This is Sherry Brown with Bill Macklin, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgage, producer Greg Bollock, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house, Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CL 650.
Now it's over to North Vancouver, to North Vancouver Nissan, for our favorite general sales manager in the entire world, Stuart Goodman. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Tom.
I understand you've had a party over there at North Vancouver Nissan. You're going to continue the celebrations.
Absolutely. I'd like to invite all of our listeners to our one-year anniversary celebration, joining North Vancouver Nissan as we celebrate our amazing first year with the Dilawri Group of Companies. Visit our North Vancouver showroom or northvancouvernissan.ca for complete details.
Your life's too busy to be doing the things that you don't want to do. Hi, it's Monica at Mummy Maids. We'll free up your time by taking care of all your cleaning needs. We have weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or one-time special occasion plans available, including move-in and move-outs. Commercial and residential cleaning performed by bonded, insured, WCB covered, uniform cleaning experts. You deserve a break, and Mummy Maids can help. Let us clean your castle with no hassle. Call 604-533-4959 or visit mummymaids.com.
Hi, it's Mark with EA Renovations Limited. I can turn your outdated house into something you'll be proud to call home. Whether you're looking for a new kitchen, bathroom, addition, or even a new custom home, look no further than EA Renovations. Let us create the home you deserve. Call 604-825-0789 today or visit earenos.com to arrange your free in-home estimate.
Hello, it's Tom Lucas from the Radio Real Estate Show, and time now to talk to our favorite service manager from North Vancouver Nissan. Here's Mike Farkas. Hello there, Mike.
Good morning, Tom. What's going on?
I've got to take my Maxima in for servicing. Oh, you're the guy I should be talking to.
We're going to be doing a multi-point inspection for all our Nissan owners, getting them ready for carrying those little kidlets back and forth to school at no charge. We do it just as a service.
I like that, no charge. How do we find you on the web?
northvannissan.com.
Fantastic. You have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you at the P&E, and I'll talk to you next week.
Have fun.
Hi, this is Bill Macklin from Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Most people need advice on mortgage financing. We provide personal financial advice with no vested interest and at no cost. We're compensated by the lenders. We'll review your current financial situation to determine if you are ready to purchase. If not, we'll help develop a plan to put home ownership in your future. For more information, call 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
CL 650. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like a running sign. Be my little baby.
Eddie Money, take me home tonight. Be my little baby. I'd like to go home. I'd like to buy a house, and I want to buy it in Vancouver. I should be talking to a couple of guys that know all about that.
You want to get the best ones, though.
Who would you suggest?
I think Andy met too.
The Powerhouse Agents?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I think we have him on the line. Let's just check in with him right now. Andy, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. How are you?
I'm okay. Here it is, another Saturday morning, bright and early. You're not laying around on your laurels. You're out working again. My goodness, does it ever stop?
Oh, it never stops. The best part of real estate. It never stops.
I guess when you're working with a guy like Don, of course it never stops, right?
Exactly.
Now
you do all the work.
Yeah, no kidding. So the market is, well, let's put it this way. The homes are easy to sell right now, but you need homes to sell, right?
That's true.
There's been multiple offers. There's been some really crazy offers going out there. So people's houses are probably worth more than they think they are right now.
Well, houses are worth more than people think. We've got quite a few analysis that we have done, and if somebody is wanting to know what their house is worth, it's a time. Everybody thinks summer is a slow time, like I was saying before, but it's not. It's proven from July. It's just been a hot market still.
Now, you and Don, of course, cover Metro and Greater Vancouver area. And when I was growing up, we used to think of the East End as a place as well as the East End by the P&E, but things have really changed around there. Properties are coming on. They're building down there. The East End is really changing.
Yes, the East Side is booming as well here in Vancouver, and it's just amazing to see.
And prices aren't cheap over there either.
Yes, that's true.
All right, so if you're thinking about making a move or you want to find out what your house is worth, give Don or Andy a call. Now, give us an idea, Andy. I know that you have a brand new listing. You're hearing it first right here. What do you have for us this morning? Maybe one of our listeners might want to buy it. pet?
We have a perfect opportunity for a builder. It's just over 10,000 square foot lot. It's in Surrey here. It's 9033 Scott Place. We're doing our first showing actually today from 1 to 3.
Are you going to be there or is Don going to be there?
I think both of us will be there.
Oh, my goodness. 2 for the price of 1.
Exactly. That's what you get with the Powerhouse Agents, right?
That's right. They got the power of 2 working for you. Listen, you, my friend, you have a wonderful week. Have a great open house, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
All right. Take care. We'll talk to you soon. This is Andy Matthew for Radio Real Estate.
To put the Powerhouse Agents to work for you, call Don and Andy at 604-307-3000. That's 604-307-3000, or visit powerhouseagents.ca.
10:53 on the Radio Real Estate Show. This sunshine is bringing all the pet owners out, and you're involved with something for your pet. Charlie, I think is the little pet's name.
Yes.
Tomorrow. What's going on?
Little Shih Tzu Charlie.
Little Shih Tzu. Don't say Shih Tzu on the radio. It's a Shih Tzu. Please.
Tzu.
Little culture.
There is an event happening tomorrow that I will be attending with my dog and apparently 3,000 other dogs. It's Petapalooza. It's West Coast's largest pet festival. It's mostly for dogs, and it is in Yaletown tomorrow between 10 and 4, and it is a free event. It's outdoors, and you're more than welcome to bring your dog. I just think this is great, and I saw these guys on the news a few weeks ago and thought, well, yeah, hey, I got to check this out.
It's kind of a cool idea. It's free, but I just asked the question, how much money are you going to spend? I know it's free, but you'll end up spending money.
Well, that's the thing. The pet industry is a $1 billion a year industry, and so it will be interesting to see if they have any new items out there for dogs.
And if you're going out to the Peony, there's super dogs too, right?
There is the super dogs at the Peony. People love their dogs.
Like I say, there's all the show. You're just going to the dogs.
Well, there's 10 to 20,000 dogs going to be there.
If I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a house. I would buy you a house. And if I had
How many dogs did you say would be there?
Last year they had 10,000. This year they're upwards of 15,000. Plus they're going to have maybe some ferrets and some pot-bellied pigs.
So
and what other pets you might have that?
That's a long way to go around the block just to answer my question of how many dogs were they going to have. You're talking about birds and everything else, and I had a joke, and now there's no sense in even going there because the punchline's ruined. So what's on your mind, pal?
Well, we're talking about bureaucracy. Because,
right.
And the reason we're talking about bureaucracy is we obviously have an election coming. And so we'll listen to all the election ads, and obviously, the Mulcair or Trudeau or Harper, they're going to change the system, right? Really. So let's talk about changing the system. So we had one of the best mayors in Surrey, probably in the last 20 years, and she looked at what she could do for the municipality of Surrey. Bureaucracy actually controls what she can do in Surrey. If you want to look what's happened, you can look at Grandview Corners, which is in Surrey. This is a planned community for anywhere from 20 to 30,000 people. They plan this community, they start building this community, and then what happens, they have to rip up the water lane, they have to rip up the gas lanes, then they rent all this property to all these people paying costs, taxes and that for this area, and don't provide a road to 176 to actually get in and get out.
I got it. It's a make work program, right?
Exactly.
You can get expert mortgage information online by visiting BillyMac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
And Bill has a lot more to say on this subject, and maybe next week you can continue. How do you like that?
I actually only have about 10 more items.
Well, you'll have to save that for tomorrow. In the next segment of the program, we're going to talk with our home handy guy, Finn Jensen. He says you might want to think twice, or maybe even 3 times, about getting rid of your old keepsakes from yesteryear.
This is Sherry Brown and Tom Lucas and Bill Macklem and Greg Bollock. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CL 650.
Hi, this is Stuart Goodman, the new General Sales Manager at North Vancouver Nissan, part of the Dilawri Automotive Group. Come and visit us in the North Shore Auto Mall and see the all-new 2016 Nissan Maxima and new Murano. Visit North Vancouver Nissan, home of the new purchase experience, in the North Shore Auto Mall or online at northvancouvernissan.ca. That's in the North Shore Auto Mall or online at northvancouvernissan.ca.
Introducing Mommy Maids, a business created out of the lack of employment opportunities for single moms with flexible working hours. From residential to commercial, you can trust their insured and bonded cleaning professionals with any task. Let them clean your castle with no hassle. Go to mummymaids.com or call 604-533-4959.
1, 2, 3, ABC. Mommy Maids come rescue me.
When you need it done, you need the Radio Real Estate Moving Team.
Hi, Ryan from Diverse Electric, offering top quality work at competitive rates. Together, we at Diverse Electric have 15 years of business and project management experience. Call us at 778-809-2532 or through our website at diverseelectricltd.ca. When you're looking for an electrical contractor who can handle any size residential or commercial project, call Diverse Electric 778-809-2532 or through our website at diverseelectricltd.ca.
How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice. Actually, the average polar bear weighs 1,100 pounds. Here at Red Path Relocations, we're that good. With more than 30 years experience estimating, we can ensure everything is accurately accounted for and you have the best price with no hidden costs. Check us out at redpathrelocations.com or give us a call at 604-945-9910. Red Path Relocations. Always ready, always reliable.
For more information, go to radiorealestateshow.ca and click on the link.
Hi, this is Stuart Goodman, the new General Sales Manager at North Vancouver Nissan, part of the Dilawri Automotive Group. Come and visit us in the North Shore Auto Mall and see the all-new 2016 Nissan Maxima and new Murano. Visit North Vancouver Nissan, home of the new purchase experience, in the North Shore Auto Mall or online at northvancouvernissan.ca. That's in the North Shore Auto Mall or online at northvancouvernissan.ca.
CI 650. I'm fixing a hole where the rain gets in and stops my mind from wandering. I'm filling the cracks that ran through the door and kept my mind from wandering.
It's the Radio Real Estate Show and Smooth and Easy CIL 650, and it's time now for our home handyman, Finn Jensen. Good morning, Finn.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, Sherry. Don't throw out those old items you've been holding on to for years. Round fridges and funky old stoves are in demand again. First, there was those 50s and 60s dinettes with lots of aluminum and chrome with bright colors of red, green, and blue arborite. The California influence was in high demand then. Almost every home owned a piece of something that had its origin in California. How could you blame anyone? To sit down to breakfast over a table like that could put a whole new slant on a day, even if it was pouring cats and dogs outside. And it didn't end there. Then came pole lamps, fiberglass shades, imaginative coffee tables, and, hold on, wall-to-wall carpeting. We loved it. The deeper, the better. We didn't have to travel to California. If it would stop raining, we were there. But things change over time, and tastes evolve. We still have California architecture and design in abundance, all of which is very attractive, especially with wood flooring, tile, and laminate. Great appearance and easy to keep clean. Of course, wall-to-wall still has its adherence. Many would not have anything else, especially in the main bedroom. Fortunately, here in BC, we can have it all in one home. A unique type of decor has slowly been making its way into our homes. An elegant mix of European, modern, and California designs have been blended with a distinct kind of Canadian West Coast approach, which showcases warmth and hominess. All these features can now be seen in many developments and properties. Architecture and designs that will continue to please for a long time. This is St. Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
It's still summertime, and you still have time to have your plumbing and air conditioning work done. For reliable and dependable service, call Finn Jensen at Gentech Mechanical Installations. 778-378-2740. That's 778-378-2740.
I thought we were talking about your man cave there. Your wife just texted me and she says, "Right on, Finn, right on."
I know.
Yeah, I've seen your
I have a lot of things I've
memorabilia. We need to talk.
Yeah.
So, Sherry, you're out there on the hustings. You're out there with buyers. You're out there with sellers. You're trying to sell homes. There's nothing to sell, so you need some properties.
Need some listings. Mm-hmm. So if you're thinking of selling, if you're thinking, now's the time. It's like there's crazy competing offers still happening out there. So if you want to find out what your home is worth, you can give me a call at 604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789. Or you can go to my brand new beautiful, splashy website at sherryb.ca. That's SHERIB.ca.
Sherryb.ca.
Our house
Now, if I made a mistake and also went to sherryb.com, I still find it, right?
SherryBrown.ca, yes, you would find it still.
But if I go to Sherry Brown or sherryb.ca, I'll find it.
Yes, any way you want to spell it, you're going to find me.
IT, and then I find Sherry, how to spell it. Well, okay. So thank you for being with us. Enjoy it. Today you had such great information.
It's nice to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you. And Bill, you guys really had some great information today.
We did. And
Not
we
that you
more.
don't always do, but you had more today.
We had more. We're ready for next week
And
already.
next week you're going to continue?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'm going to go and sleep in the corner for an hour, and then I'll be back at noon with more of your all-time favorites, and then back on the radio
I love
on
that part.
Monday morning at 6 o'clock. You like Monday morning at 6
No,
o'clock?
I like the old-time favorites.
Oh, I see. Good. Well, stay right in the corner with me. I can use the company.
Definitely.
All right, another great show's coming up on CL 650, and I'll see you in about 60 minutes. It's Tom Lucas. Thank you. Bye.
The preceding was a paid program on CL